According to the being live streamed right now. Welcome everyone, and I'm very, very glad to have to be the host of the first 2024 Crypto VC Pitch session by InnMind. And by the way, I don't know if you saw the news, but we have something to celebrate because according to the recent stats, there are 600 million crypto users worldwide, which is nearly 8 or 10% of the world's population. So I think it's a good achievement already for everyone. And yeah, let's see how it grows during the next years. And today we aim to find the new future potential unicorns, great startups that will dominate hopefully the next bull run and long period. And we have only smart, value-added investors here. And also a special guest, crypto media outlet, InCrypto. So as usually at the beginning, I will give a word to our VC partners and to our special guest today. And then we will go right away to startup pitches. So first of all, I don't know, on Yavin from Cointelligence Fund, did you finish your email and ready?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so good to see you. And you look as usually fresh and very energetic. So tell us I know a lot about Cointelligence Fund, but in case some people that are watching us or that are here in the Zoom do not know anything, can you please update us with Cointelligence Fund focus, criteria, and what kind of narratives and verticals you are specializing on?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for asking. So Cointelligence Fund is a crypto VC fund completely focused on the metaverse and blockchain-based games. At the moment, we are investing only in games. And just to clarify, when I say games, it doesn't include anything related to gambling. It doesn't include anything related to gamification in general. It has to be pure, real games. It can be either casual games or very, very a hardcore or difficult type of games, but it doesn't matter what type of a game, but it has to be a game. So that's our focus.
So it can be anything but game, not a,
yes. For example, I was pitched about a new crypto exchange with all kind of gamification stuff. Not relevant. It's not a game. And the list goes on and on because everyone is doing gamification now, and for some reason they think that that's a game. It's not.
Perfect. Thanks a lot for clarifying this on. And just from my side to add here, On is very shy, but I know him also as a really, really smart investor. His YouTube interview about tokenomics hit all the records on our channel, and a lot of founders came back saying big thanks for diving in this topic with On. So he gives always very honest, very straightforward and very smart advice to founders, not only related to gaming projects, but overall Web3 industry. So thanks for being here, On.
Absolutely, my pleasure. And just to clarify, I don't think I'm shy. I just think that I am humble, if I may say so.
Yeah, sorry if I mess up with my language. Yeah, humble, definitely. Another cool fund that we have today is Bigbrain Holdings. And I know a lot of startups, they try to get on radar with Bigbrain Holdings. So Devane, can you please let us know about your current focus, criteria, and maybe some narratives that you are specially hunting for? Devane? Okay, he just was there a second ago, so maybe some bugs with the connection. Let me invite Charlie Hu from Lucidblue Ventures, and I know that Charlie is in the industry for quite some years already, invested in a lot of startups from InnMind deal flow as well during the last bull cycle, and also proactively participating in various blockchain ecosystems on ecosystem level. So Charlie, hi, and let us know what are you investing in?
Always pleasure to come back to the InnMind. I think this is probably the 7th or 8th time I've been here. I almost like regular. So it's a pleasure to meet all the old friends. So in case for people who never met me before, my name is Charlie. Born and raised in China, 2 years working in America and Disney before I get to know Bitcoin in 2013 in Amsterdam. My journey in crypto since started full-time from 2016. I get to know an early stage of Ethereum and then Polkadot, investing in Polkadot 2017. Have been building ecosystem for Polkadot, especially in China since 2018. We incubated around 7 ecosystem project in Polkadot, 2 listed on Binance. We were helping them very hands-on from A to Z. In 2020, we had a very interesting rally on DeFi summer, getting early on the Wi-Fi compound curve. We're building the ecosystem community, kind of as a DeFi degen. In 2021, I got fortunate to join the team in Polygon. I was working in Polygon full time as a head of APAC. I brought over like 600 projects to Polygon across DeFi, NFT, Metaverse, gaming. The previous investor talked about gaming. I was very bullish on gaming. I talked with over like 300 gaming companies across Web2 and Web3. I left Polygon at the end of 2021. I think that was it. That was the end of the bull cycle last time. I sold a lot of my tokens and positions, started actually traveling around the world. I moved to Singapore. I went to every single crypto conference in 2022. Obviously, that was a bear market. I don't need to repeat the other crashes. At this moment, I'm investing with my Lucidblue Ventures fund in BVI and a Hong Kong fund called Commonwealth Capital. We have a number 9 license on the asset management. In terms of investment focus, I will make it short. There's 2 sectors I'm very, very bullish. I'm actively incubating a Bitcoin layer 2. I look at all kinds of Bitcoin ecosystem infrastructure across, scaling solutions, BitVM, and all kinds of tooling around inscriptions, and all kinds of new protocol layer for Bitcoin layer 1 as well. I was quite early on Ordinals last year. So that's something gets me very excited in 2024. Obviously, we have the Bitcoin ETF approved. So everybody talked about Bitcoin. So now it's the time to bring utility on Bitcoin and stuff like that. The second narrative we are very focusing on is deeping, decentralized privacy infrastructure. We look at some blue chips. We were quite early on Honey and then mobile. Those are the Solana deeping. I think deeping can be very interesting. All kinds of high performance layer 1s, not just Solana. Obviously, Solana is the biggest ecosystem on that. We are looking at a few early stage deals on that. I think that's one of the biggest narrative in 2024, onboarding the next 10 million, even 100 million users outside of Web3. Every cycle has this kind of new application layer, onboarding the new users. Last cycle was definitely Metaverse or gaming. Probably this cycle is deeping. That's kind of the bet we are taking the contrarian opinion. The others kind of usual suspects, DeFi, restaking, stakings, maybe gaming. We are getting not just gaming focus, but more like general focus in a way. But yes, all kinds of gaming, high quality projects. We are very open to learn. We invested over 15 gaming projects already in the last cycle. Some of them hit over multiple 100x. So you never know, right? So this cycle, we are still keeping our open-minded. But again, Bitcoin ecosystem and deepening our focus. Yeah, thank you very much.
That is cool. Very, very detailed introduction to your focus and verticals you are interested in. Thanks a lot, Charlie. And by the way, we need more bridges between Asian crypto community and so-called Western one. This morning we had a chat with another big fund from Asia, and we were discussing that there are a lot of gaps between the hot narratives and also even hot players like Launchpads and other kind of players in this market. So hope you will contribute there. I see that Dwayne joined us again. Okay, let me also introduce you, Sebastian. Sebastian from AQN Digital Ventures. Sebastian, I think you are the first time joining InnMind pitching session, right?
No, I've been on a few before this. Kind of like late last year, I did a few.
And welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Very glad to see you again. And
yeah, thanks.
for those people who missed it or who don't know yet about AQN Digital Ventures, can you please give us a brief intro? What is it about?
Yeah, for sure. So it's probably a little bit different than most people here. So AQN, the parent company, we provide liquidity and trading infrastructure to financial service businesses who want to enable crypto on their platforms. So that's anything from like, centralized exchanges who want to augment their liquidity or order books with, beyond their market makers. We have APIs that they can call, robo advisors who want to, integrate the crypto on their platforms. They can use our APIs or service and all that kind of stuff. So that's the parent company. We've got offices all around the world, and help a number of kind of Web 2.5 businesses, start getting involved with crypto. And we have an investment management subsidiary called AQN Digital. There we have two funds. One's digital yield, where it's market neutral, doing a number of different strategies to try to earn a stable yield without any kind of fluctuation in the underlying capital base. And then we have an early stage venture fund, which is most relevant here. We write checks at the pre-seed and seed level. We're focused on three main verticals. That'd be infrastructure, data, and analytics. And something that might not be as popular among a lot of people is like compliance or compliant type of technology. So everything that our parent has to do, has to be in adherence of all the different rules around the world. And so we're looking for companies that are building crypto related solutions that keep that in mind. And then at the infrastructure level, it's less about like L1s and L2s and a little bit more about kind of like middleware or SaaS that'll help proliferate the growth of the ecosystem, making it easier for people to build. So that's kind of how we're looking at the world. Happy to meet everybody here. It's always a really good event, and thank you for continuing to put them on and for inviting me.
Really cool having you here, and I hope you will find a new deal flow and also contribute with giving feedback to founders. This is priceless, you know it yourself. And usually investors don't have time to give detailed feedback to startups when they chat in the messengers or somewhere else. Thank you, Sebastian. And I want to give a word to Jack from GateLabs. Jack, would you love to give us a hint what GateLabs is looking for as a deal flow?
Sure, yeah. Glad to meet you guys here. Yeah, Happy New Year first. GateLabs is actually one of the investment arms of Gate, which is the top 5 10-year-old centralized exchange in the crypto world. We tend to invest in early stage tokenized projects, and we also have a venture team called Gate Venture, which takes care of the equity investment usually, and we prefer the SAFT or equity plus token warrants investments. Besides, we also help projects build connection with our different departments like the NFT, GatePay, GateChain, etc. Happy to meet you guys here. Again, thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Jack, for this intro. And the last but not least among investors today, Jimmy Lin from Cipholio Ventures. Jimmy, would you love to give us a hint?
Thanks for having me. So my name is Jimmy. I'm Portfolio Management Director at Cipholio Ventures. Cipholio is the investment arm of a crypto exchange called Bitmart. And our priority in 2014 is to develop an ecosystem around our exchange token BMX. So in this case, we are sector agnostic, and we would love to see projects that can potentially boost the trading liquidity and trading volume of our platform. And really glad to be here, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us, Jimmy. Glad to see you. And just additional question, because many startups, when they pitch to venture arms of exchanges, they of course expect, or at least guess, if there is any automated listing, if the venture arm of exchange enters in cap table. What is in your case?
So I was saying the possibility is definitely infinite, but the internal decision process is separate. So we cannot guarantee say, hey, this project can be listed. So they're actually like separate team to handle this.
Gotcha. So you can facilitate the process, but you can't guarantee the listing.
Yes. Yes.
Now it's totally clear. Thanks a lot for sharing it, and really great to have you here. I see that Dwayne from Bigbrain joined us again. So Dwayne, will your Wi-Fi allow to give a brief intro about Bigbrain's holdings? If not, that's okay. Just not sure of your internet connection. Okay, probably Dwayne has troubles with the Wi-Fi connection, so maybe he will introduce himself a little bit later. And last but not least, Nicole from InCrypto. Nicole, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Awesome. So you are our special guest today, crypto media outlet that is now competing with the market dinosaurs and probably will become one of the brightest and one of the most fast-growing crypto media outlets during the next year. So give us a brief hint of what kind of news and coverage, because it's actual both for investors and for startups, yeah? So tell us what is InCrypto about and how it is different from other dinosaurs.
Yes, I think the biggest thing about InCrypto is that we do give unbiased news. So we're not able to be bought. We don't take payment in tokens. So we are, in a sense, that traditional media outlet, right? But we've grown InCrypto over the last 5 years. We've kept to that image. We've kept to that brand name that we want to put out to the world. And we are very proud to say that we have 5 million active monthly users, of which 60% is organic. And this number is growing. We are, I think, in a good position in the space because we are connected to a lot of key players, and we're able to help people who we know are true players in the space, like true projects who want to deliver this value to their audience. We are able to help them get their name out there. And yeah, very excited to be here as a special guest. Thank you for having me.
Very excited to have you here, and it sounds so appealing. So keep in mind, every VC investor and every founder here is a true player. So InCrypto can start helping them to get the word out right away if you wish. Yeah. Awesome. Really great to have you here. And to all investors and Nicole also, if you want us to help you not only get introduced to founders after the session, but also get connected with each other, InnMind team is always here to help and to connect the right dots for co-investment opportunities and other kind of collaborations. And right now, let's start the most exciting part of the session, actually startup pitches. The first project, Desig, and the founder, Honey. Honey, are you ready? By the way, very beautiful name. Honey?
Oh, hi. Yes, I am. Yeah.
Look, can you please fix your sound, because it's some horrible noise there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it better now?
Not much, unfortunately.
Okay, let me try with my earphone then.
Okay, so Honey, would you mind if I change the order in order not to make everyone wait? So you will pitch the next while fixing your microphone sound and everything. And right now I will invite another founder to pitch, okay?
Yeah, that would be okay. Yeah.
It will just take 10 more minutes, okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Perfect, thank you. So yeah, then let me invite MetaDos and quite a few investors today said that they're interested in gaming startups. So we have Nguyen from MetaDos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi everyone.
Nguyen.
Yeah. I'm Quang, the co-founder.
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Quang, co-founder and CEO of MetaDos. We build the next generation of the Web3 gaming with a truly high quality battle royale game and bring it into the Web3. And I hope that today you guys may interest into our project. Nice day.
That would
thank
be
you,
cool.
InnMind.
And please, sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but can you please share your screen and presentation so that we can see your slides as you describe your project and introduce it to us? And very cool.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay. Are you guys seeing my screen?
No, not yet. So maybe you forgot to push the button screen sharing.
Okay, let me share the screen. Yeah, this one. Okay, let me.
Not yet. Oh, right now it starts. Perfect. We see it. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So 5 minutes are yours. Please be in time, relax, and be confident. You have a great project.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Quang, co-founder and CEO of MetaDos, the next generation of esports battle royale game on the Web3. You all know that battle royale game is the most popular game right now in the world with some famous titles like PUBG, Free Fire, Fortnite, Apex Legends, with 10 billions of US dollar in revenue and hundreds of players nowadays. MetaDos, our team were formed by the core development team of Captain Choi, the first online 3D shooting game in Vietnam in 2014, 10 years ago. And Bullet Choi, one of the first battle royale game developed by the Vietnamese team in 2017. Found in late 2021 with more than 40 members. We are specialized in the Web3 game and platform development. MetaDos was honored to be the top 3 Web3 disruptor in 2022, nominated by the TechNode Asia. We also recognized as the top Web3 game project in some blockchain event in the past 2 years. Our core team, we have more than 10 years experience in the game industry. We have developed more than and published more than 100 game titles and 200 million installations. For MetaDos, it's a TPS cross-platform game focused on the esports. We belong on PC, mobile, and console. MetaDos will run on Dotchain, our a subnet of Avalanche, the leading platform right now for Web3 gaming. So far we spent almost 2 years due to the bad time of the market to develop the game. And we are on the final stage to launch the open beta of MetaDos next February. What makes MetaDos different from other game projects? Firstly, we inspired by Apex Legends and the in-time movie with the concept of time. So we bring the concept of time as currency to a battle royale game to make the game more faster and more engaging compared to other games. MetaDos is a free-to-play to-own game that can satisfy both Web2 and Web3 gamer. Each character of MetaDos have its own skin and active and passive skill. So it can enhance the strategy of the squad when people playing the game. MetaDos provide a friendly Web3 gaming experience, just like Web2 game, by using our own customized blockchain on Avalanche with zero gas fee. For NFT, MetaDos offer NFT collection that consists of the character skin, weapon skin, so it will not affect to the balance of the game. Holder of this collection can enjoy special benefit in the future, like the future airdrop or free minting. We aim to bring the full experience of a battle royale game with many upcoming functions in the future. As the esports game focus, so we organize the esports tournament with valuable prize pool to the game community. In MetaDos, the game revenue will come from the two ways, both Web2 and Web3. In MetaDos, we adopt the second token is only token, which acting as both governance and payment purpose. User can earn be reward second from being the top of the leaderboard. So not all the people can earn from the game, just the top gamer. They also can earn from by winning the clan war, battle pass, and from other players. They also can spend second to unlock the character by NFT skin or join some custom tournament between the Web3 gamer. With second token, the total supply is limited to 10 million for the whole life cycle of MetaDos. So no, so the total supply would be limited. Second will be listed on the C chain of the Avalanche on some top stacks and DEX in the near future. Currently, we are raising in token, in which we raise 900K for this round. The valuation of this round would be 12 million. 8% of the token will be unlocked at TGE, 2-month cliff, and 12-month vesting. For our roadmap, we plan to launch the PC beta version of MetaDos on Steam and Epic Games Store next February. We also do the IDO and list our token next month also. For the market, we target some country including Southeast Asia, Latin America, India, and East Asia, like South Korea and Taiwan. As a leading game project on Avalanche, we received a grant from them and direct support from Avalanche team. We also incubate and invest by Cipholio, the leading Web3 game incubator and launchpad at the moment. So we are here to look for the potential investor who might interest into us to join us to become the most successful blockchain game project in the Web3 space. Thank you for listening.
Awesome, Juan. Thank you so much for your presentation. And I let investors and guests ask the questions. Maybe the first one, big expert in gaming, on Yavin.
Yeah, sure. Juan, thank you for the presentation. A few questions. So first of all, I think I missed it when you were talking about the token. What round are you raising for now? Is it the seed or the private?
Yeah, we are raising private round.
For the private, okay.
Yeah.
And you said that you're going to do the TGE in February next month?
Yeah, by the end of next month. We hope to grow this round early next month. Yeah.
Understood. And I noticed that the core team is we have a CEO, COO, and CTO. Who's going to be in charge and handle everything related to the marketing?
We have internal team of marketing with a team of 5 internal team. We also hiring an agency that introduced by Cipholio. They support a lot of Cipholio game project before with high performance. So we are starting to push up the community at this moment, until launching.
Understood. And the marketing team that you just mentioned, anyone there has any previous experience with marketing a game? I'm not asking about the Web3 game. I'm asking about a game.
Yeah, we as a very long as a veteran in the game industry, I have more than 10 year experience in by this working as the CEO of a local publishing game. So I have a lot of experience in the publish the game to the global market. My COO, he also found the studio 10 years ago and have a lot of experience by self-publishing also. He also the foundation team of Heroine Empire, the game project which has been quite successful in late 2021, the Web3 game project. And my marketing manager, she's have 7-year experience in game publishing for both Web2 and Web3. Yeah.
I see. Now tell me, with regards to the game itself, how advanced are you with the development? A few questions. What's the maximum game time that you can enjoy the game right now? And how advanced are you with the different mechanics?
Yeah, for the game, our alpha test, I mean the early access version of MetaDos is available now on Steam. So you can go to Steam store and download the early access of MetaDos to test anytime. For the mechanic of the game, our core team we own come from the traditional game. I mean the Web2 game many years ago. So we think that the game, just you mentioned before, it should be a really high quality game. Then the every people can join and enjoy the game. For the Web3, we integrate into our game to support in terms of the ownership and liquidity for the asset of the gamer, and some kind of reward for the top gamer inside the game to motivate people engage more in during playing our game. For MetaDos as a battle royale game, we bring into the game at times as currency concept. So every people join a battle royale game, we have a certain amount of time. So they have to fight to each other, to kill each other, other player, or loot item inside the game to get more time. If the time comes to 0, they will be knocked down, and they can only rescue by other team member of the squad. So this concept make the gamer in when playing MetaDos, they have to be more active. They not some kind. It's not like sitting at the corner and wait for the final round and kill just 1 or 2 people to become the winner. It's not like that in MetaDos. So the concept of time is one of the new approach from our team to bring into the game to make the battle royale game more interesting, you know.
Nice. I have many follow-up questions, but I think I'll continue later, not to take more of our time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for answering everything.
Yeah, we will be very glad to introduce you directly after the session, so you can continue. Please. And I love the energy of Kwan and his passion about his game. It's just visible from the screen. Charlie, Jack, Jimmy, would you like to ask any questions?
Not for now, but yeah, thanks. We'd like to see the game later.
Okay, play the demo. Gotcha. Jimmy, any questions on your side?
No, for now. Thank you.
Perfect. Sebastian?
No, we're not super focused on gaming, so I'll pass on this one. It sounds interesting, though.
Okay, perfect. Nicole, any questions on your side?
Yeah, I'd love to give a bit of feedback. First of all, the character design is just impeccable. I'm a gamer myself, so I know that when it comes to these battle royale games, I think a lot of it comes from, or a lot of like the success of the game is actually you being able to show your personality in these battle royale atmospheres. So well done on that. I wanted to ask, you were talking that you're going to be launching on console as well. So you have PC, you have mobile, and console. What consoles are those specifically?
We plan to do the console version next year. For 2024, we focus to release the PC version in Q1. Alpha test on the mobile would be in Q2. So the PC and mobile version will be official version will be launched in this year. And next year we will prepare for the console version. Do you know that? Because we develop our game using Unity, so we can port our game into some different platform. So it's our roadmap. Yeah, mobile version actually is our most important version, as we plan to have 5 to 10 million users this year. So the mobile version would be the most important version for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. And then in terms of like integrating from a mobile level, then integrating that into the blockchain, how are you guys handling this challenge?
We start the project in late 2021 when the play to earn game goes down and prove that it cannot be sustainable in the long term. So we start with the concept to build the hybrid game. I mean that the game still be the traditional game. So we integrate the Web3 factor like the NFT and token to provide more option and benefit for our gamer. Just kind of like that, and we work with Avalanche team to bring to deploy our game on the subnet of Avalanche, where we can customize everything on that, provide zero gas fee, provide the Web3 gaming experience just like playing the Web2 game. So for our games, there's no barrier, no challenge for Web3 gamer. And Web2 also, they just play the game and enjoy the game. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much, and good luck. I look forward to playing your game.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Nicole.
Yeah. Thank you, Kwan, and thanks, Nicole, for your feedback and for good questions. The next one, Honey from Desig. Are you ready, Honey?
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. And now you have very good sound. Thanks a lot for changing your setup. Yep.
Yeah. I just plug in my earphone. Cool. Let me share the screen now.
Yeah.
Here. Yeah. Okay. Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, but I see my face. Oh, right now I see your presentation. Omnichain Smart Multisig. Great.
Yes.
You have your
correct.
5 minutes. Go on.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Hani. I am the co-founder and also the CEO of Desig. And today I'm going to walk you through the journey of the Omnichain Smart Multisig that we are building. So you can see here, this is one of the rewards and recognition we have. We won first prize in the Sweden KuCoin Summer Hackathon just last year, Solana Hyperdrive third place. And we're also the active member of the Consensus Scale program, and the program only takes applications from selected referrals. Let's get into it. So right now, when you think of multisig, you will think of safe. And back in the days, it seems like the only options you can use to put in your treasury, like put in like a large bag of money. But it has the good things on its own term, but we think like the way it's being set up through like smart accounts and smart contract based, limiting the fund that being locked behind a multisig. That's why we build a multisig with a different approach. We use MPC network with a threshold signature scheme. And what our multisig can do is it has the EOA level of compatibility. It's gonna give you like gas list, like vault creation or vault management. And in addition to that, because it's not limited by the deployment of the smart contract, so we be able to scale in 8 months and deploy on 18 chains already. And the speed of deployment that we have is like 1 to 2 blockchains per month. And what we're trying to do is cover all of the grounds that Gnosis cannot support, doesn't have plan to support in the near future. Our multisig is actually keyless system because there's no existence of the private key. We already split that into different secret share and apply threshold signature scheme. So you can back up your secret share with social recovery. And in the Multisig app, like we adding in like in-app chatting and then notifications, all available on Android, iOS, and Chrome extension. Actually, if you have your phone or like if you are on web browser right now, you can like find like Desig wallet and try and test it out. It's open alpha, and then we have many like features already like available and open to test. So when I put the position as the omni-chain smart multisig, the omni-chain aspect we would like to introduce is actually the consolidated gas tank. So what we're gonna require users to deposit ETH into the gas tank, and this ETH is actually stored on Plus, and they will earn like native yield because that is the nature setup of the blockchain. We're gonna have the underneath technology. We use Zeta chain and Etherflow in order converting the ETH that user deposit becoming like other native tokens to empower the gas of the transactions that users make. On like if the transactions on Bitcoin or any EVM compatible blockchains, we can cover it, and also on of the layer 2s on ETH. In addition to the omni-chain, we do have like smart utility. So we interview with like the DAO and some of the project founders that we are working with. We decided to build a comprehensive cash flow report where you can track and then analyzing your cash flow. There will be a judge for inflow and outflow where you can categorize your transactions. It gives you the percentage of spending in and out every month, every year, a comparison, so that you can make like an informed decision out of it. Adding to that, there is like swap. Swap is like a basic function for any wallet besides deposit and transfer. When it comes to multisig users, there usually would be people who put in like very big bag of money. So what we're trying to offering is just integrating all of the top-notch DEX aggregators on the chains that we are deploying at the moment, and then give them the best route for the users to get the maximum return out of the swap. And this algorithmic staking aggregator is actually like one of the crow hack features that we are very bullish on at the moment. So you would know all of the staking hack going on right now. We didn't decide to do it because it's trendy or hype. It's because it's coming from the interview and the conversations we have with like multisig users. So they said that like, of course, they don't want to leave their treasury like sitting idle, but they don't want to take a very high risk investment method. A low risk investment method would be like compatible for them. So that's why staking aggregator is coming out of it. We already take the initiation to deploy it firstly with Sui already. If we have time later, I can showcase you. It's actually already on mainnet. There will be a dashboard for you to see the comparison between validator and liquidity staking platform here as the UI, and then you'll be able to choose like which one you will see you most like suitable for you. Either it's like best performance and maximum return, and then you can like staking directly from the multisig app. It's already deployed on Sui, and we are running a Sui staking tournament with 3 other like LSD projects on the Sui ecosystem at the moment. It's already running for 2 days, and we got 70,000 Sui participating and being staked in these validators and liquidity staking platform with the same concept.
Sorry, didn't want to interrupt you. You are doing really great. No, don't close your screen. But okay. You have 29 slides here, and we have 5 minutes. So you have 1 minute left in order to make it fair for everyone and not over exhausting. Okay, tell us about most important things within the next 1 minute. What is remaining?
Gotcha. Yeah. So restacking is the same concept with that. This is just a summary slide of how advanced our product is. This is the market size, who we are targeting to use the products, what is our game plan at the moment, cover where Gnosis cannot touch. we are working to introducing a V2 infrastructure, which is a decentralized MPC network, where different business partner can become a node and then helping running the nodes to make the network become more decentralized. And when we launch the token, the public can enjoy staking the token into these nodes too. We have already covered this, and then currently we have the direct strategic partnership with Liney, Sui, Zeta Chain, Avalanche, Aptos, and Injective. So those are the one we're gonna putting out grow hack features and then get them on board to marketing and then putting out the rewards. This is the traction that we have so far. It's to prove the proof of product concept, and it's you can fact check it online with the on-chain transactions, with the downloads on Chrome extension, App Store, Google Play Store. And website visit, we already got 60,000 followers, Twitter, 10,000 Discord members, and a lot of impressions per month on Twitter. And this is the team. And currently we are fundraising 900,000 at 10 million valuation pre-money. We are doing SEF and token warrant at 1:1 ratio. And yeah, this is just the appendix, and that's it.
Perfect, Honey. Thanks a lot. And yeah, I see you managed to reach a lot of different achievements, and there is a lot to tell about for sure. But this format considers short, brief intro to highlight the most important aspects. So I hope investors could understand the sense. Let's go to Q&A, and I would love to invite Sebastian. Yeah, Sebastian, to ask your questions.
Awesome. Yeah, no, thanks. Thanks, Honey, for the presentation. It looks super interesting. I guess maybe just a couple questions, and then maybe we could take this offline, but just maybe to add to what you were talking about already. You mentioned the analytics for the multi-sig in terms of cash flow monitoring and that. I think that a pretty natural extension to what you're offering would be treasury management and maybe there'd be some portfolio analytics that would also be helpful. Do you guys have any plans to incorporate some of those that kind of features?
We're actually thinking about it, but because our product is only, so we taking mobile first design, so it's only available on mobile app and also on Chrome extension. So we are still hesitating, should we do that, because it might not be optimized to see it on the phone, but rather than on platform. But right now we don't push the UI of the multi-sig on the platform. In a web format at the moment.
I see. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. And then one other one, because you kind of have a lot of sponsorships and partners with various L1s and other projects. So I was just kind of curious, as you start to roll out features, integrations, and so on, how do you balance the partnership push versus what users are wanting? How do you kind of square that circle a little bit?
Yeah. When it comes to partnership, we are offering a unique product to the chain at the moment, so that's why they're really supporting us. And in terms of users, right now we're not pushing very hard on user acquisition because the product is still in open alpha. We plan to introduce the V2, which is more decentralized network. Then we get the audit after that. So that is when we're gonna push more user acquisition. Right now, it's kind of in the early stage of the marketing funnel where we get awareness, people engage and trial testing, and then giving feedback. So it's creating more traction, more knowing about the product, testing about the product before getting people really deposit big money in it. And then with the campaigns we do with blockchain, it's about writing the blog about a multi-sig on the chain, and then kind of accompany with them between like educational quest and some sort of like tournament, but just very small rewards, like $5,000 rewards like that. So it wouldn't kind of like in like attracting like whales or like hardcore users, but more about just to testing the product features.
Awesome, that's great. Yeah, so I would be happy to carry on the conversation offline, but I can turn the mic over to others right now too. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
And I would be more than happy to introduce you directly. Ginny, would you like to ask your questions?
Sure. Can you elaborate your revenue model?
Oh yes. Currently, like we are deploying the wallet with these features. Let me share with you this. This one. So our model is to introducing the wallet with revenue model coming from fee from swap, stake, and restake, and then at the same time we will introducing the SDK because we have the direct relationships with blockchains and get the credibility by having our name next to their name. We got like kind of like a few requests about building like a white label multi-sig for some foundations or like some DAOs in the ecosystem. So we're gonna get like just direct like package designing like kind of like designing a white label multi-sig for certain like foundations. So those are our fee model.
Got it. And what does your token like play in your like revenue model? So what's like its like tokenomics?
Yeah, we haven't designed a concrete tokenomics, but right now what we are thinking of is having the tokens actually floating into the Desig network. That is for, you can see it here. We some sort have an idea to make it like an incentives for a business partner to run the nodes, and also for delegators to like stack the tokens into the nodes.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, we actually got the inspiration kind of like combining between like particle network and the craft protocol in order to have like in order to bring the token economy into the decentralized network. But because it's still kind of like a year from now on, because we are currently raising pre-seed at the moment to be able to introduce like the infrastructure out. So definitely we're gonna think more about that later down the line.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, I have a few questions for you. The first one is, where is the company incorporated?
Oh yes, we are own based in Vietnam, but I registered a company in Singapore.
And you're going to issue the token in the token issuance company is the Singaporean company?
It really depends on if we be able to get the license over there. We already talking with the lawyer. So to issue a token from a Singapore company is pretty challenging. We will submit all of the paper, but if it's not potential, then we will set up a foundation in either like PVI or Panama to issue the token.
Understood. And with regards to the regulation that you just mentioned, can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Because like we just applying to get the company register in Singapore.
No, I'm not talking about registering the company. I'm talking about you mentioned that you're consulting with a lawyer about your regulation in general.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't started on the paper application for the token yet. It's just the advice from the lawyer. Like if we do it and if we cannot meet the regulations, then we have to go to a different like entity to apply for token issuance. It's just an advice. We haven't even started yet.
Understood. Okay. And last question. The team is the team completely dedicated to the project, or they're doing other things as well?
Yeah, and they are 100% dedicated to the project.
Understood. And last question I have for you with regards to partnerships, what would you define as the best partnership for you with other companies, other communities, and so on?
I would say there are two types of partnerships because we cannot audit at the moment. We're waiting for the infrastructure to be completed. So the only way we get like the credibility or like good like reputation under community eyes would be either from hackathon winning or like by putting our name next to the blockchain names. So that is the partnership we're looking forward to, and because our strategy is cover wherever Gnosis cannot touch at the moment. Our tech is fastly scalable. So that is for the partnerships to covering all of the new L1s and L2s coming out at the moment. And then the other partnerships we are looking at right now would be LSD5 projects on certain chains that we putting prioritize on. There would be partnerships about the DEX aggregator that we want to integrate it to give users the best route. And the last partnership would be the DAOs, because they would be kind of like the early adopters of this multisig. So that's why we want more DAOs to try and use the product.
Understood. Thank you for answering the questions.
Thank you, On. And I remember soon you need to go. Just a question, since you touched the point of regulation and you saw that this project reached quite a lot of traction and achievements, but did not yet go far with the regulatory aspects. What will be your advice? Should the regulation be discovered at a very early stage, or it's fine when it is discovered and put together right before the token issuing?
So it's a very good question. And obviously my general recommendation is to get the legal advice as early as possible. But having said that, obviously legal can be very expensive. And sometimes founders don't have the funds for legal, or at least everything related to the legal. So I completely understand why it's being delayed sometime, but obviously it needs to be done as soon as possible. And you can also do it in parts. You don't need to have a full and clear regulation stance. For example, the best is to have a legal opinion, but you don't have to do that at the beginning if you don't have enough funds for it. But if you do, I would say that it's one of the most important things to do, of course.
Okay, yeah, thanks for this advice. And yeah, lawyers can cost quite a lot. So
yeah, they cost a lot.
Thank you, Hani. And can you please stop your screen share so that we can
yes.
The next startup. Good. And I invite Vincent from Pop Social. Vincent, are you ready to pitch? Vincent, please.
Hey guys.
Yeah. Okay. Hey there.
Yeah, for sure.
I see you finally. Glad to see you.
Yeah. So let's share my screen. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Got it. Okay. Can you guys confirm if you are seeing
this? Yes, I confirm. We see it perfectly. So you have your 5 minutes. Please do your best. Good luck.
Okay, awesome. So what is Pop Social? So we are a social app that wants to bring the next billion users to Web3. So we want to bridge the gap between the traditional social media and the Web3 social experience. So we went to talk with many customers and users, and we realized that there are two sides of this market. So there are the creators and there are the users. And both sides have a lot of needs, you know. For example, the creators, they feel that they have some unfair monetization in the traditional social platforms like YouTube or Twitter or even Instagram. So those creators are creating content, but they feel they are not being fair rewarded for that. And also in the other side, the users, they also feel that they are spending a lot of time on social networks and they don't get any kind of rewards for that, and even they lack the control of their personal data, and they are subject to algorithm bias and also also other things in those networks. So we launched about 9 months ago in Apple Store and also Google Play, and we already got pretty good traction around our community. We have almost 500,000 total app downloads in Apple and in Google. And we are seeing a lot of engagement of our users in the app. So users are spending more than half an hour engaging with the Pop social app. Also, we have like 9 sessions on average per user per day, with the about 90% user engagement rate. So we are also in more than 200 countries, which is very, very interesting. Most of our user base is on Southeast Asia, but also in the United States and also in Europe. So we are around the world right now with a good daily average active user of about 45,000 per day. So more things here. We have a lot of partnerships, with the traditional Web3 partners for like Chainlink, Consensus, for example, and also Coinbase for sure, and BNB, and Polygon. And we are growing our ecosystem with a pretty basic idea. So the idea is to bring users and provide them an abstraction to the Web3. So users don't need to, they can, if they want, they can connect their MetaMask wallet, but they can also create a wallet with an MPC technology that we have. They just put their email and that's it. They are in the platform. So the platform is intended for users to engage, to see short videos. We already have some partnerships with companies for providers of short videos. So the idea is that people join, engage, and creators earn rewards, and also the users also get their share of rewards. Regarding from the side of the platform, where are we getting revenue? So we have the typical ad tech revenue for sure, but we also are using a lot of gamification techniques like treasure chests or level ups for users, staking. By the way, we already launched our token in September, and last week we got the all-time high last week. So it's really growing the economy and the tokenomics for our token. So as you guys can see here, I will not explain deeply how this works, but basically we have our token that is PPT, and the PPT will have daily emissions for creators, for users, and also for advertisers. With that, people will start to flourish the ecosystem, and they can also be part of the governance of the platform. We built all the model in partnership with Prism Group, that is a known company that also helps large projects like the Graph, for example. And regarding our platform, we are chain agnostic. We already are on mainnet, on BNB, Polygon. We are also pushing into linear layer 2, and is more to come. we have a social identity for the users, for them to have all their ID decentralized. And we have a lot in our roadmap. We want to bring generative AI into it, more tools for the next generation creator studio, and we have also a decentralization journey ahead. Let's see here, the team is background has a lot of people from the traditional companies like Accenture or Forbes or Sony, but also from Web3 companies like Binance, BitGet, also InCrypto. I see that we have someone from there, and also from Polygon. And just to wrap this up, guys, our strategic rounds, we already had the seed round for in September, and now we are raising for a Series A of 6 million with a valuation of 60 million. So yeah, if you want to know more, here are our contacts, and yeah, join us and try our app on your preferred mobile platform. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Vincent. Very good pitch. And I would like to invite investors to ask questions or give you comments, feedback. So maybe starting with Jimmy Lin, would you like to start?
Yeah, sure thing. So, so can you elaborate your go-to-market strategy? So it seems like it does require a lot of users in order to jumpstart the project.
Yeah, for sure. That's a great question. So Jimmy, we are first focusing on Web3 users from regions like Southeast Asia, because we feel that from those regions, there are a lot of users that are knowledgeable about Web3 and they want to engage in gamification products. So we are seeing a lot of traction from those regions over there. And then we will start to focus more on other users like Web3 users and bring them into the platform. So right now we are focused on crypto natives. That is our first priority here. Regarding your question, we have a lot of partnerships with KOLs from those regions, and those KOLs start to bring people and users from their networks around those regions. So we will embark those KOLs, we give them rewards, and they start to bring more people from their regions to accelerate the rhythm of growing in the platform.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy. And I know that social fi sector is quite a tough one. I mean, the competition is high, and many investors they believe that it's very hard piece of the cake. But if it becomes big, it becomes really big. Nicole, you are in a very close business to this. Do you have any feedback, comments, or maybe questions?
I do actually. One, very nice to meet you. I actually had an AMA session with your CEO, Michael, and it's nice to now be able to turn it back and actually ask these questions that I've been dying to since I met him. So very nice to meet you. First of all, a little bit of feedback. The fact that you guys have 37 minutes engagement time on your platform as an average, that is fantastic. I don't know how you're able to do that, but yeah, very, very impressed with that. And then I have a question in terms of your scheduling. I know that there's a lot of Web3 social medias that are coming out, and I think one of the biggest challenges that we find, at least like from the InCrypto side, is that we can't necessarily use them because of the scheduling and automation of our content. Do you have any tools that you are using that allows us to do a bit of scheduling, or any automations?
Yeah, that's a great question. So yeah, we already have in our roadmap, in partnership with Cointelegraph, right? an automation with their RSS feed. Because for larger corporations, like for example, InCrypto or Cointelegraph, they asked us like, hey, how can we integrate directly our RSS feed? So we are working on that. So then we can provide that services to these larger media companies. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, and then in terms of scheduling, is that along the same lines? Because if, let's say, for instance, you have a content creator who would like to schedule whilst they're away for the weekend, they want to schedule that content to go out over the weekend, where's that in your roadmap? More or less the same time as the automation, or would that be sooner?
Yeah, the idea is to integrate their RSS and then give them like a dashboard or a control panel for them to schedule the news or some articles and things like that. I think we can see that also in our roadmap. Let's see. I don't know if it's there because it's kind of high-level roadmap. But yeah, regarding your question, we are trying to do that because we understand that some of our users and our content creators needs that tool, even not for, the largest corporations. There are also content creators that want to have this regularity, posting things. So we are definitely looking to tackle that. But we are still in product discovery mode on that part to understand better how much value we can bring to those content creators.
If I can speak for all content creators, I value that highly. It is one of the banes of my existence when I'm working with social media account or platforms, that if we can't do any scheduling, you must understand we work with pretty much every single social media out there. And if I have to sit and manually schedule, manually post, it doesn't help me do my job better. You understand? So for me, if I can just give you a bit of feedback, please pay attention to that. Even if it's a very basic scheduler, we don't need a lot. Honestly, we just need to be able to choose the time that we're going to be targeting certain audiences. And yeah, very happy, by the way, with your design and your whole branding.
Yeah, notice that. Thanks a lot for your feedback.
Awesome. Have a good one.
Yeah, thank you, Nicole. And I also have plenty of questions to Vincent, but I respect the time of everyone, and we are kind of running out of time, so we can follow up them after the session. Same if there are any questions remaining from investors. Thanks a lot. Really great presentation, and I think it's a huge topic that should be covered indeed in other conversations as well, because as a business, everyone here is using a lot of social media channels and definitely hungry for new crypto-friendly with big Web3 community channels. But indeed, there are these small details like not only automation like RSS feed, but also using tools like planners, etc., that allow you to do everything from one dashboard and so on and so forth. So we can collect a lot of feedback from you, from hungry potential customers.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Vincent. Since not everyone here in Zoom uses the proper name, my question is, Filemarket team is still here? Ilya?
Yes, it's going to be me. My name is Gerard. Ilya.
Okay, Gerard.
Yep.
Yeah, cool to see you, Gerard. Yeah, thank you for clarifying this, and welcome. Please share your screen, your pitch deck.
Yep, absolutely.
I saw that your colleague Ilya was jumping in and out, maybe he's facing some internet problems.
Exactly, his connection is not good. This is why I'm here to pitch. I'm usually not the one who is doing this, but I'll do my best.
Awesome. You have your 5 minutes. Please go on.
Sure.
I love this funny rabbit.
Yeah, just give me a second, please. Sorry.
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah, cool, great.
Yeah.
So yeah, Filemarket. My name is Gerard, and I'm the CCO of Filemarket. What we do here, we are peer-to-peer file sharing protocol and platform for storing, mostly storing, transferring, and trading files. In very simple terms, we can think of it as a My Documents folder inside your crypto wallet. There are substantial user pains which we face, such as not your keys, not your data. You know, as we say, not your keys, not your crypto. This is something similar to it. And we also are facing some infrastructure problems. Both of them are connected to the fact that both of these entities are outdated. File sharing is very outdated, and the data paywall services are extremely outdated too. They are not even interconnected between each other. And basically, our solution is Filemarket. We created our own protocol, which is called EFT. It stands for Encrypted File Token. It allows you to encrypt and transfer any file on the decentralized storage, on any decentralized storage, by the way. We are now deployed on Filecoin and IPFS. We use it as a decentralized storage, but we are thinking of being the multi-storage and going into this direction. Also, our main goal is to create the Filecoin file wallet API. I'm sorry. File wallet API will allow us to integrate within any crypto wallet and enhance their retention and enhance their user base as well. So basically, at the moment, our solution allows to turn your wallet into My Documents folder. You know, Vitalik Buterin, in his white paper, he was referring to Ethereum as to a global computer. So the global computer is definitely missing the My Document folder. So here we are with our solution. We're at the moment deployed on zkSync and FVM on 2 blockchains, but we're also trying to expand our outreach in this sense. And we're thinking of being deployed in the nearest future to very popular chains such as Scroll, Linea, Berachain, Shardium, etc., etc. So this is how it might gonna look like in the close future. So here you can see the files or the data which is quite dear to all of us, such as seed phrases. So we are aiming to reach this level of encryption and reach this level of security, so people could share their seed phrases and actually store them within their crypto wallets. So for instance, it can be like your documents, like your passport, or even if your even your iPhone backup, etc. And that will have a couple of different options, such as family access or unlock timer. Family access, that's easy to understand, but unlock timer, this is something which is encrypted, but you can set the timer, and at some period of time, let's say in 100 years, that might become public, so everyone can see it, and you'll be able to share it, for instance, if after your death. Another thing is our users will be able to choose from several options of storages. For now, as I said before, we only support Filecoin and IPFS, but in future there will be also BNB Greenfield. We are already deploying on BNB Greenfield and some other several options such as SIA, Arweave storage, etc. Our product is live. I'm sorry, I think I just missed one. All right, that's fine. So our product is live. As I said before, we deployed on a couple of blockchains. Also, regarding the traction, we conducted the biggest cross-promo event in the Filecoin and IPFS ecosystem. We created our own EFTs, don't mess them up with NFTs. So we had more than 7,600 file bindings distributed, and 600 was bought. So we are also top 5 smart contracts on FEVM, and our cross promo campaign united more than 135 partners in the ecosystem. We are also the app of the month in the Filecoin and IPFS. We made it to have a revenue of $30,000 with our file bindings AFT collection. Also, we have Cointelegraph on board. They've got 1% of our equity for the media support, lots of publications, our socials totaling up more than 40K users. And our team is very robust, and Doc's team, we have different experiences in different facets. For instance, our CBDO used to work in the Interpol. Our guys from the tech team, they're all PhDs and masters of mathematics and computer science. Our CEO, Ilya Orlov, has a vast experience of creating different IT startups, more than 10 years, as well as Michael Karlov. Me, I'm the alumni and I'm a graduate of the Royal College of Music, which makes me quite creative when we talk about the community engagement programs. So very short about our revenue streams. That's mainly commission based. So we're gonna take commission from every tokenized file on our platform, as well as every traded file on the Filemarket. We also think about having revenue shares with storage providers. Quite a lot of them already agreed to do this, and the basic commission for advertisement. That's our go-to-market strategy. We are now here, the pre-seed round. Although we already had a couple of angel rounds, we are now have commitments for more than 300K from our different VCs, and we are also in communication with Techstars. So this week will be crucial for us because we are very close to be onboarded to Techstars, and the crucial point for us is integrating into My Documents folder. We have 5 LOIs with different crypto wallets. Some of them are quite substantial, but I cannot disclose the names. And if you feel like this is something of your interest, we'd be happy to onboard you as a VC. Our pre-seed is open. We have commitments for 300K, as I told you before. That would be great to join us on the mission to preserve human most important information. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Gerard. So if it's clear, just to summarize, 490K you are raising for pre-seed, and the TG will be at the end of this year. So in Q4, I think, from your roadmap, right?
This is our plan.
Okay.
We're thinking that might be slightly different date. That might be something around Q1 2025. This is more realistic.
Got ya. Questions from investors, and maybe I can ask Sebastian also to share feedback. What do you think of this project, since it's in a relatively early stage? An early stage of fundraising. Very unusual, I would say, idea and application for the market. So what is your feeling, sentiment, and maybe any questions you have to the founder?
No, I think it's a quite an interesting idea. I like the idea of like having a marketplace around data content, I guess, like various it's kind of like I'm trying to think of like a good example of there was this one website called like 99 Designs back in the day where you could like pay people, they would help you like build like logos or websites and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of similar potentially to that. But a question for something like this, I've got kind of 2 questions actually. But I'll start with this one. Is like how do you manage or moderate what kind of content is being offered on the platform? Like like I know in the space we tend to be leaning towards a permissionless and that kind of stuff. However, like there's some content and some files that I think universally we agree that probably shouldn't be kind of shared around. So I just kind of wanted to know like where you guys stand on that and how you plan to monitor, police that, if at all.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. Basically, for us, it was really crucial to have everything completely decentralized. So if in any case, people would be able to restore all of their files and all the access, even if our website goes down. So the fact is that even if you use, for instance, Google Drive or something like this, you cannot actually be 100% sure that all the files which was uploaded are not going against the law or something like this. So in our case, we cannot track what people would upload and what people would actually store without technology. It's completely permissionless. We don't have any access to it. But what we will do, we'll create our own collections, verified collections, where people would allow us to have access to the keys, so we can verify either it's good or bad, not safe for work or okay. So that's the option we're gonna create for our users to have a choice.
Gotcha. Okay. And then I'm kind of curious, there's maybe this is like too far down the roadmap, or maybe not even thought about, but as I think about NFTs and some of this token bound accounts and these dynamic kind of tokens, I wonder have you guys thought about next gen EFTs that can change over time, or have different people contribute to them, and how that might look, or is that technology whatever I forget the token standard 6551 or something like that. Is that attributable to the EFTs, or is that something on the horizon?
Yeah, absolutely. For now, we only modified 721, and it's also usable with 1155. But in future, we're gonna enable a lot of things like account abstraction, and as this standard grows bigger, we'll also embrace it. For now, everything you can mint at our platform, it stays immutable. You cannot change it at the moment, so you have to mint it again if you want to edit it or something. But in future, that will be absolutely realistic if we just switch to another token standard, as you just mentioned.
Gotcha. Awesome. And then, okay, so maybe last one for me is I know you guys. I don't mean to be this to be contentious. I'm actually just kind of curious as to what the experience has been, and I think you guys have been filling up this round for a little bit. It's not a huge round, and I think you guys have been active for, I don't know, maybe a handful of months anyways. And so just kind of curious. You said you got 300 of the 490 committed. What's been the pushback? How come you guys haven't been able to get across the line? Because as mentioned, it's a pretty innovative project, and it's interesting, and it's doing a lot of cool stuff. So where have you run into issues, or maybe was it because you kind of tried to, some of the round raise was happening over the holidays? Just kind of curious as to where the why it hasn't closed yet, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. The biggest concern for our investors is that we do not have the lead investor. They have a little of confusion because we did a lot. I mean, we delivered a lot in sense of just technical delivery, and the website is there. Everything is working. We deployed on a couple of networks, so they have little of misunderstanding. They don't evaluate as a pre-seed project. They see a lot of traction. I'm not a lot of, but some initial traction, and they keep asking questions as if we've been on the road for a period of time. So basically, they want a lead investor to be on board first, and if we have it, then we secure all other VCs who wants to be with us.
Yeah. Common story toward the year end there, but that's awesome. Thanks, appreciate it, and I'll turn the mic over.
Yeah, thank you, Sebastian. And true, very, very common chicken and egg, I would say, problem. I hope you can solve this task. Jack, Jimmy, Nicole, any questions on your side?
I don't have a question. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not from my end.
Not from your end. Thank you, Jimmy. Nicole?
Yeah, I think I have a lot of questions actually, as always, but I am a bit short of time. So I'm gonna just give a little bit of feedback. The seed phrases in the wallet is such a bold statement, and I absolutely love it. I love it that you went there. And I think like one of the things I'm passionate about is real world assets. And one of the like key things that keeps popping back up year on year is the day that we get CV on chain is like the day that we've bridged Web 2 and Web 3. So I think you're almost there. I think you like pretty much got it. And I'm excited to see where you're going to take this project.
Awesome.
Thank you.
We also have a question from YouTube, but I'll forward it to you after the session, Gerard. So in order to be in time. Thanks a lot for your presentation. And thank you for the feedback, Nicole.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
The last but not least for today, the startup Zomma Protocol. So are you ready to pitch?
Hi, yes, I am. Thank you so much.
Perfect. So Charlotte from Zomma Protocol.
Yeah, hi guys. Thanks for having us and staying through the night. I know I'm the last one, so I'm gonna make it sweet and nice so you guys know what we're doing, but also have the time to take a break and we can talk after. So yes, I'm Charlotte. I'm from Zomma Protocol, and then I'm the founding team member and I also had a business development team with Zomma. And I've been in crypto since 2017. So our team is all crypto native. Our founders are all in the space since 2013. So we've been working together since 2017 till now. So not making the mistakes that we made in the previous round. So yeah, that's how we learn our way through, and we are like DeFi maximalists in the sense that we believe in this decentralized world. And there are a lot of narrative about different topics, like the other presenters have always been sharing their GameFi, the RWA, they're all really good applications. But what is next to DeFi? DeFi is still one of the most important aspects in crypto applications. So in terms of trading and DeFi, we thought DeFi options, derivatives is always hitting the volume like DYDX and AVO, KChainUp, and other derivatives on different chains. So we think that up next will be really with the highest potential would be options trading. Given how options trading has been one of the most common and popular products in the traditional finance market. So how we do right now is that we see ourselves as the options protocol with the highest capital efficiency. I think being a DeFi protocol and also trading related, being able to provide high capital efficiency is really important for all the users, your traders or market makers or LP on the platform. So how do we position ourselves is that we are able to provide trader and LP with the highest efficiency by providing trader with a cross-margin trading, also a high utilization of funds in the sense that we don't need them to do fully collateralized. There are other platforms who try to lower the risk by a fully collateralized from the trader and the LP. So we think that's really capital inefficient. So we have other ways of dealing with that the trader and the LP can maximize and be fully utilized with the funds. So they still own their funds and can do a lot of different usage and a lot of the deployment of their funds. And for the LP, we allow them to add and remove liquidity at any time. So there's no like wait period or cooldown period. So whenever they add in liquidity, if they don't want it, can just remove it. I feel like this also ensures certain like safety and also security to the LP. By introducing our very own fund structures, that we also allow LP to take different leverages and different choices of liquidity pools. But most importantly, our liquidity pools are as delta neutral as possible. So being an LP on our platform are actually at a lower risk because we do and we put in a lot of effort to maintain the liquidity pool to be as delta neutral as possible, meaning that they are just able to sit back and enjoy some of the APR earned from the liquidity pool. So this is some of the market leaders in the options trading market right now. So there are centralized exchanges, also decentralized. Bybit and Deribit are two of the leading centralized options trading exchanges, and Lyra is the decentralized exchanges. So as you can see, this is also one of a competitive position where we offer the tightest spread. So by being able to offer the tightest spread, we are able to provide our trader, our LP with a more efficient and higher profit kind of trading. So we are at a better choice in terms of the spread. Yep, and like I mentioned, we don't just offer one single Unity pool, we offer multiple pools. So there are a lot of different other protocols that did peer-to-pool trading style who only offer one kind of liquidity pool because they want to concentrate liquidity where, you know, it can channel in a better price and then, you know, higher values. But we thought we should give them different options, give our LP the options. So we have conservative and stable pool that suit the different risk appetite of our LPs on the platform. So you can imagine us like the GMX options trading. Our trading mechanism is similar to GMX, but also a little bit different in a sense that we introduce the fund structures and also our LP add and remove liquidity at the same time. So our product development coming out will be offering Bitcoin options. So right now we only offer Ethereum options, but we are working on BTC option and as well as the option structure products to better suit these wide and forever changing, fast pace of DeFi world. So this is what we mentioned. The conservative pool will reserve 30% of the liquidity in the pool without using anything, not being the LP, not being the maker. So it's remain the pool, so it's relatively safer. So if you want to go for like more stable kind of like the pool, the liquidity reserve will be less. So two pools for now to suit the different risk appetite of different users. And like I mentioned about the liquidity pool being delta neutral, being delta neutral is really important to work against a volatile crypto market. So how do we do it is that we have our own arbitraging mechanism and also strategies that we arbitrage across different platforms. So the one I mentioned earlier about the centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges, Zomma doesn't stand as their competitor. In fact, we work with all of them, because we also work as a trader who trade on their platforms. So if you think that we have a lot of competitors, in fact, it's not. We are working in collaborating terms with Bybit, Deribit, Lara, and other options trading platform. And at the same time, we are able to provide a really stable and risk-free liquidity pools for our LPs. And also, we have other source of income, as you can see from the APR. We are able to maintain, I'm not sure how. Yeah, you are able to maintain delta neutral, but at the same time creating APR for our platforms. Yeah, so right now we actually just launched our V1 on ZK Sync era. We only launched on ZK Sync, and we just launched it like 2 weeks ago. We've been running beta for a few months. Reason being that, you know, as like I said, our team has been crypto native since 2013. We felt like this market is so it can be unpredictable in the sense that you need to adapt to it at ASAP. So there are a lot of people with like roadmap saying that we're gonna do TG next month, but because of market condition, because of how bearish or sometimes just bullish the market is, we try to be as adaptive as possible. So we are we work really closely with ZK Sync. We're in one of their core team where we follow up their updates and everything. So one really important strategy is that we see a great potential of TGE for ZK Sync itself. So we want to align with the TGE for ZK Sync, and then we launch our token. So in that sense, we can, you know, hop on these hop on these boosts with ZK Sync. And right now we are ZK Sync native. We're one of their earliest projects, and we're doing pretty well from beta, and now after token launch, where our TVL climb almost every week. I think we are one of the top 20 ZK Sync project right now. So yeah, that was our beta trade statistic for options. I know a lot of people might be unfamiliar with options, more familiar with perpetual trading or even futures, but trust me, options gonna take off in the sense that it has been a very good hedging tool, and also it works really well with perpetual. So for that amount of perpetual traders, there's gonna be that amount of option traders in the future. We're growing our throughout this time while we work with ZK Sync, waiting for ZK Sync to actually develop infrastructure and also like do their token TGE. We work on our community a lot. So less than a year, I think we have about 14.4K of the Twitter followers. So it's all really native traders. And then our Telegram subscribers like 2K, and then we have Discord members like 3 to 5 right now. And we do a lot of MMA, and we do a lot of Twitter space with other ZK promising ecosystem partners. Yeah, so working on a community, we engage traders, and also at the same time we try to work with as many market makers, talk to them as possible. And right now we are raising our seed round funding at a valuation of 20 M for 10%. So yeah, that's basically it. And like I mentioned, our team has been crypto native ever since, and 2013, and we work with the top, our chief scientist is from the top university in Taipei, where we help draft our own options pricing mechanism to better suit the crypto volatility. So that's basically it. I'm gonna cut other things. If you guys have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer to any of them. Try to make it short and sweet. Thank you so much.
You definitely managed to make it sweet and engaging. Thank you. And just to sum up, you are raising on valuation 20 mil for 10% of equity, right? So it's a pure equity deal.
Actually, we're doing a token raise right now, but we are open for discussion. If it's gonna be equity and token warrant, we can discuss about it further.
Okay, so when you said for 10%, what did you mean exactly?
Yeah, so 20% valuation, we're raising like 2 million right now. So we mentioned we did another project before called Joyso, and we raised about 1,000 Ether back in the days in 2017. So since 2017 to now, our team has been actively in the crypto space. And we recently, last year or 2 years, we invested in a startup in Taipei called Cipholio, and they recently got acquired by Circle Group, like USD, the circle behind USDC. So throughout this term, we do have fundings. Honestly, we are able to still do this by ourselves, but we are looking for value-added investors and partners who we can build this options trading system together. So in terms of funding wise, we are not just looking for the funding itself. So we really want investors and partners that we know we can help elevate each other based on our experiences and everything.
Well, smart and value-added investors are definitely here in Zoom.
I know, that's why I'm here. Thank you so much for having us on Zomma team.
And as you were pitching, I already received a couple of messages in private messages in Telegram from investors watching us in YouTube asking to send your pitch deck. So I hope that that definitely raised the interest. I'm very curious to hear what Jimmy, Sebastian, Jack, and Nicole have to say about this. So maybe who wants to start?
Yeah, okay. I can start.
Awesome.
So for most of the option like platform, I think the biggest problem is their liquidity, right? So say if they want to like do a transaction, like I would say the spread is always big. So how you guys like tackle this issue?
So honestly, right now, you mentioned the very two major problems for liquidity, but honestly speaking, if you take a look at Deribit, they are doing very well. I mean, it's always relatively big or small, right? If you compare it with the traditional finance of options trading, of course, like options in crypto is still really, really small. But you just look at Deribit in general, they are doing really, really well. I mean,
but only in Deribit, like other platforms,
yeah,
most
you're
of them
right.
are,
I mean,
yeah,
they are the leader of it, right? But if they're doing so well, I feel like that's a really good start. And in terms of DeFi options, I think Lyra is doing pretty well too. And Avo has set really good examples in terms of how people can use options without them knowing by building like structured products like Vault and everything. So that is also our plan, like our pipelines. We offer Ether options, and because of how the narrative for Bitcoin is coming out, we're offering BTC options as well. And then we're gonna offer structured products to the retail who might not be so familiar with options, but they actually can do options trading with a fixed APR in return. So liquidity, yeah, the main issue. So number one, we definitely have to input liquidity at the start. So that's one. And number two is we're talking to a lot of partners who are really DeFi native in the sense of providing liquidity, such as GSR, QCP. And also we talked to Keyrock, who has been taking really broad approach in being the LP on different platforms, who also have the ability to hedge their own risk and who are also traders. So it's like a relatively smaller market makers in a sense. So we input liquidity for ourselves and also them. And also I think GMX has set a really good examples where retail can be a really strong army for LPs.
Got it.
I hope I
Thanks.
answered your question.
Does it satisfy your interest, Jimmy, or you have a follow-up?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Sebastian, anything on your side?
Oh yeah, I got lots of questions. This is I used to work in equity derivatives, but I'll just maybe just ask a couple. So okay, so if I'm like, traditionally like a liquidity provider to an options market would be like a market maker. And so they have kind of control over what risks are being taken, how they want to manage their Greeks and all that kind of stuff like that. Whereas if I contribute capital to a pool, I have really no idea what the pool's exposures are. So like how do you I mean the APR is enough to maybe bring in enough some people, but like how does someone try to get any kind of insight into what risks are embedded within that pool, so they can like say for where losses could be had,
Right.
or what where the books are tilted.
Yeah, okay. So for institutional players like you guys, or any professional players like you got Kira, for example, we are in like deep discussion with them. We're able to provide API where you can know like the risk and then how the degrees are there. So being able to know the positions and the delta risk or all the Greek exposure, you are able to hedge it against it, right? And then you can also do hedge with other products to kind of offset the risk on our platform. So we are able to work closely together with our partners by providing API so that they know the risk of it. So it's not that passive. So that's something that I think is workable.
Wow. Okay, that's cool for sure. And then maybe something a little bit more philosophical, that I've been thinking about with respect to like DeFi options. Like, okay, so we've got spot ETFs now, and we're probably going to get some, options chains associated with those. And so, one of the best parts about, DeFi options is that they're, you avoid counterparty risk because it's smart contracts and so on and so forth. And it's like, okay, that's great. But, if I'm trading with, on a listed option, on like CBOE, CBOE or whatever else, or CME, it's the clearinghouse is the counterparty. They've never gone bust. So I don't really have that same kind of counterparty risk. And I've got a lot of, streamlined processes, like say I'm a hedge fund or something like that, where you're going to get most of your liquidity. What do you think about like the competitive landscape now that we're going to have like, options tied to spot Bitcoin effectively on that, I could trade on my Bloomberg terminal or like, through any kind of brokerage house versus what's on chain. And, yeah, I'll leave it there for now.
Okay, so that's a really big question to ask, honestly. And I don't think I don't think I should answer for that, because that question go back to how when Binance, or Bybit, all the exchanges just come out, right? People would be like, okay, I can buy Bitcoin, or I can trade on there's already similar products on CBOE and other platforms. So I feel like the TED is really different, honestly. And after we've been also observing about spot ETF and Bitcoin ETF for a long time, we think that the crypto market is not okay. It's definitely getting more regulated and getting more attention from the traditional finance perspective. But for the crypto market itself, we felt like it's not impacting a lot, in a sense that I feel like DeFi maximalists or crypto native people don't care about it. Honestly, centralized traders who trade on Binance, or traders who trade on OKX, or even all the major exchanges, they don't care. Right. So I feel like the derivatives doesn't conflict with each other. I mean, spot ETF or Bitcoin ETF or even Ether ETF coming out, we're all really positive about it because we're getting the attention from the regulated traditional financial market. But it doesn't conflict with what we do in crypto and DeFi, right? So I feel like there's entirely different stories. And for options is that like Deribit is centralized exchanges, they're doing very well, and then their volume is like billions. 10 or more over billions every day, Bitcoin, Ether, Solana, the options. But there are this massive amount of users who trade on DYDX. There are these massive amount of traders who trade on, like Avo and other perpetual protocols and everything. So I feel like all these are different target audiences. And, with the Gen Z coming out, there's a lot of gaming projects. Gaming has a great potential. When they make their profits on gaming, they will learn to do their portfolio management. They have to know how to, trade perpetuals. They have to know how to trade options to hedge their risks. They know the money that they earn from GameFi. So these are the group of people who wouldn't go back to the traditional financial market. So I feel like the whole potential for crypto market and DeFi is so different from the traditional finance market, but the trend is there. So that's why we see a great potential with options.
Interesting. Awesome. Cool. That's fascinating. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Have to work with you guys because I heard your introduction and you guys do liquidity provision as well. So hope to chat with you further on after the call.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Let's follow up.
Thank
So,
you.
You are rocking, definitely. Jack from GateLabs, do you have anything to add here or maybe some questions to ask?
Well, to be honest, these group projects are with many GateLabs BD teams so far. So currently, I don't have that many questions with them. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much, Jack, for your time and staying all the way.
Thank you, Jack. Nicole, any feedback on this project?
Yeah, I just wanted to say I love your presentation. Like, I'm not going to begin to say that I understand too much about options trading, but I really like your response that you actually had to Sebastian, where you were speaking about, there's a bit of a difference between that audience. And I think from my perspective, I just want to understand your marketing on how going to be approaching this and what your plans from a marketing perspective. I know that you've already built that big community, but how do you now plan to leverage the community to actually help sell your product?
Yeah, that's for sure. So I think there are two really important parts of marketing. One is to B and one is to C. The one very important thing, like we will want to include users like Nicole. So education is really important. And I think the major exchanges like Deribit, Bybit, OKX, they're doing this education about what is options trading. They will want to make people know more about options trading. So that's one thing that we will focus on. So we work with like bigger platforms like Deribit and all these key players, like even data providers like GreaseLive or Amber Data, where we try to expand options market. We want to let people know more about options trading. That's number one, is education. Number two is we work with KOLs. I think that's like the same everywhere. So we work with like trading KOL across different regions where, they first spread awareness about what's options trading and let them know what are some of the different platforms that they can use. So these are the second step that we try to make KOL kind of lead the trading firm. And I want is that we are really close. Like I mentioned, our team is quite established in the community. So we are close with the crypto media and also we are close with the local community. And our team are across like Taipei, Hong Kong, and Singapore. So basically cover the whole main Asia region and Asia area. So I think building our own communities and working with KOLs and also following these crypto leaders in options trading as something that we are doing and working on right now. And also providing better products and implementing more of the strategies that our users on the platform can kind of take advantage of at the bear and also through the bull market.
Great answer. I think like if there's something I can leave you with as well, just from I would say like very mediocre style user, right? I think there's a demand for very simple products, like products where I can go and I can put my liquidity and I know that, I'm going to get a good return and I don't necessarily need to understand these things. And I think if you highlight that, bar for the benefits that you have for the trader actually coming and using your products, if you can tap into that market, which is the more like, I want to say like basic,
easier to understand.
Yes, like I think if you can tap into that market, like I think there's a lot of opportunity for other key players and big organizations to be able to offer options trading. Whereas if you had to come out with more options for that basic trader, you might actually be able to set yourself apart greatly and have that foot ahead. So that's for me.
Thank you so much. That's a great suggestion. Thank you. Stay tuned. We are actually coming out with products like that to attract more retail users like your end. So it's easy to come in and easy to know what we're doing.
And a funny example here, my son is 18-year-old teenager and he just started participating in different quest campaigns of crypto communities at the end of last year. And right now he's already trading margin, leverage trades, etc. And I would never be able to explain him what is it because I'm myself not that good at it. But during smart educational quest campaigns, even teenager understood what is the value coming out of that, and he got absolutely fascinated by this.
That's true. That's also something we're working on. We work with Galaxy and a question to create quests so they will know what is options and to target, even like a broader user base.
That's awesome. Guys, thank you so much. Yeah, we are definitely, sorry. Someone told anything? No, I didn't interrupt anyone. Thank you so much, Charlotte, and everyone who joined us today. As we promised, investors in Zoom session will have the priority. So guys, by the end of this day, in a couple of hours, we will send you all the decks and profiles on InnMind of startups pitching today. And please just tell us, our team, with what founders do you want to connect. We will introduce you and help you with everything what you need for deal and successful negotiation. And for the founders, please be in touch with our team, add us to the contacts in Telegram, so to smoothly organize mutual chats, etc. And day after, we will send your deck and recording of the session to all other relevant investors in our network. So thanks everyone, and wish you great start of this year. I think it's very, very promising what's happening on the market, and good luck to everyone with deal closure and with good exits and with great projects improving our lives and our sector. Thanks everyone.
Thank you so much. You too.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
We're done for today. Thank you,
Thank
Sebastian.
you. Thank you.
Nicole.
Bye.